Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Talk Ema, where every conversation helps you speak English more naturally. I'm Emily, and today I'm feeling amazing. Jack, can I ask you something quickly?
Of course, Emily. What are you thinking about?
I always get confused when I talk about myself in English. I don't understand the difference between I am shy, I was shy, and I have been shy lately. And then my brain completely stops working.
That's actually very normal. You are not bad at grammar, Emily. You just need to learn how to tell your story in a simple way.
Tell my story? That sounds much nicer than studying grammar rules all day.
Exactly. Think about it like this. I am talks about who you are right now in this moment. It is like looking at yourself in a mirror.
Oh, I like that idea. So if I say, I am tired or I am friendly, I'm talking about myself now.
Perfect. You are describing your present self, your feelings, your personality, or your situation today.
Okay, that already feels much easier and more natural.
Now imagine you are opening an old photo album and looking at pictures from your past. That is, was. It talks about who you were before.
So if I say, I was shy as a child, I mean that was my old personality, not who I am today.
Exactly right. Was is your past story, your old situation, or your old feelings.
Wow. This makes so much more sense when you explain it like life instead of a grammar book.
Good, because English should feel natural. For example, you can say, I was nervous before my first interview, or I was afraid to speak English in public.
Honestly, that was me for a long time. I was always scared to make mistakes.
And now look at you. You are speaking more confidently already.
A little bit, yes. But what about I have been shy lately? That one still confuses me.
Good question. Have been connects the past to now. It means the feeling started before and is still continuing.
So if I say I have been tired lately, it means I felt tired for several days, and I still feel tired now.
Exactly. It describes an experience that continued over time until the present moment.
Oh, now I finally understand the feeling behind the sentence, not only the grammar.
That's the secret, Emily. English becomes easy when you connect it to real life and real emotions.
I actually feel more relaxed now. Before this conversation, I thought English was impossible sometimes.
Trust me, you are doing much better than you think. You just need practice, simple conversations, and confidence.
Everything we talked about feels like pictures from an old photo album now. I was nervous. I was afraid. I was bad at English. But those things are not me anymore.
Exactly, Emily. Those were old versions of you, not the person you are today.
Okay, let's compare them clearly then.
Good idea. First, look in the mirror and talk about yourself now.
I am confident now.
Perfect. Now open the old photo album and connect the two ideas with but.
But I was shy before.
Now say the full sentence naturally.
I am confident now, but I was shy before.
That sounded excellent. Can you feel the difference between the present and the past now?
Yes, completely. It feels like I'm telling a real story about my life, instead of just using grammar rules.
Because that's exactly what you are doing. You are showing growth and change.
I love this feeling. I can say, I am a good speaker now, but I was afraid before, and it sounds real.
Exactly. English becomes easier when you stop translating every word and start imagining pictures and experiences.
The mirror is am, and the old photo album is was. I think I'll never forget that now.
You're learning fast. Let's try another example. Talk about your career.
Okay. I am a manager now, but I was an assistant before.
Perfect. Now talk about where you live.
I am in New York now, but I was in London before.
See? natural, smooth, and confident.
Honestly, I'm surprised. Usually I panic when I speak English, but now I feel relaxed.
That's because you are talking about your own life, not memorizing grammar formulas.
True. So if someone asks me, tell me about yourself, I can explain who I am now and who I was before.
Exactly. You show your present self and your history at the same time.
Okay, so we have the mirror and the photo album. But what about the last one, the one that always confuses me?
Ah, yes, the final piece. Imagine your life is not just one photo, but a movie that started in the past and is still continuing today.
A movie? Wait, is this have been?
Exactly. Have been is the bridge between the past and the present.
So it connects the old photo album to the mirror?
Perfectly said. It shows change, experience, and progress over time.
Wow, that actually sounds beautiful.
For example, if you say, I have been more confident lately, it means your confidence started growing before and is still growing now.
So it's not one moment, it's a journey that continues.
Exactly. That's why have been feels alive and active.
Okay, let me try. I have been learning English for 2 years.
Excellent. You started in the past and you are still learning now.
And if work is stressful, I can say, I have been stressed lately.
Perfect. Or we have been working hard this month.
Wow, this really changes everything. It feels like I can finally explain my life naturally in English.
Now let's combine all three together and tell a complete story.
Okay, I'm ready.
I was very shy before,
But now I am more social.
and now the bridge. What has been happening over time?
And I have been practicing English every day.
That was amazing, Emily. Smooth, natural, and full of emotion.
Let me say it one more time because honestly, this is the first time English has felt truly easy to me.
I was very shy before, but now I am more social, and I have been practicing English every day. Honestly, that sounds like real growth.
Because it is real growth, Emily. You sound confident, clear, and professional now.
Wow, thank you. I actually feel proud of myself hearing that.
You should. Now, let's build another full story about your career.
Okay, let's do it.
I was an intern last year.
Good. Now the mirror.
I am a full-time employee now.
Excellent. And now the bridge.
And I have been managing big projects lately.
That sounded amazing. You honestly sound ready for a real job interview now.
I can't believe I used to feel so confused by these small grammar differences.
That confusion disappears when your story becomes clear.
That line is powerful. I'm going to remember it forever.
Good, because people connect with stories, emotions, and experiences more than perfect grammar.
Exactly. Nobody wants to listen to a boring or confusing story.
Right. And that brings us to the next challenge.
Uh-oh. Why do I suddenly feel nervous again?
Welcome to the Mistake Lab.
Oh no, not the mistake lab.
Relax, it's safe here. Think of it like a game. I'll give you common mistakes and you fix them.
All right, Professor Jack. I'm ready for the challenge.
First mistake. Listen carefully. I am shy before.
Tell me why.
Because am is the mirror. It talks about now, not the past. Before belongs to the old photo album.
Perfect explanation. So how do you fix it?
I was shy before.
Excellent. Okay, next one. I have been shy yesterday.
Okay, let me think.
Have been is the bridge, which means the action continues to the present, but yesterday is completely finished.
Exactly. Yesterday is a closed door, not an open bridge.
So the correct sentence is, I was shy yesterday.
Perfect. Or if the feeling is still continuing.
Then I can say, I have been shy lately.
Amazing. You really understand the feeling behind the grammar now.
The bridge and closed door idea makes everything so clear in my mind.
Okay, final challenge. I was learning English for 2 years.
Ooh, that one sounds tricky because it almost feels correct.
Exactly. Many learners make this mistake.
But for 2 years means the action started in the past and still continues now.
Yes, and what does that mean?
It means I need the bridge, not the old photo album.
Fix the sentence then.
I have been learning English for 2 years.
Perfect answer. You solved every mistake easily.
Honestly, I feel so relieved now. Before this, these sentences felt impossible to understand.
That's because now you have strong mental pictures: the mirror, the old photo album, and the bridge.
And those pictures stay in my head much better than grammar charts.
Exactly. Now it's time for the final test. Exactly. Now it's time for the final test.
Wait, there's more?
Yes, a real-life roleplay.
Okay, now I'm excited.
Imagine we are at a professional networking event. People are talking, music is playing softly, and everyone is introducing themselves.
All right, I'm wearing my best outfit and trying to look confident.
We shake hands. Hello, nice to meet you.
Hi, it's great to meet you too.
Okay, Jack, let's try the real networking conversation again, because I actually feel much more confident now. And this time I want to focus on my story instead of worrying about grammar rules in my head.
Exactly, Emily. Forget the grammar for a moment and just talk like a real person sharing real experiences. So, tell me about yourself.
Well, I am a creative person and I enjoy working with people, but I was very quiet when I was younger, and lately I have been trying to improve my communication skills by speaking English every single day.
That sounded smooth, natural, and very confident. And the best part is that you didn't stop to translate anything in your mind before speaking.
I know, and honestly that feels amazing because usually I pause all the time and panic about making mistakes. But now it feels like the words are flowing naturally.
That's because you are no longer thinking about grammar formulas. You are simply sharing your life, your experiences, and your growth like a real conversation.
Wow. I think I finally understand why native speakers sound so relaxed when they talk.
Exactly, because they focus on meaning and connection first. Now let's do one more situation, the big one, a job interview.
All right, now I'm nervous again, but also excited.
All right, now I'm nervous again, but also excited.
Okay, Jack, let's try the real networking conversation again, because I actually feel much more confident now. And this time I want to focus on my story instead of worrying about grammar rules in my head.
Sure. I was a graphic designer for 3 years, and now I am a team leader at my company. And in recently, I have been focusing more on digital marketing and communication projects.
That answer was excellent. It clearly showed your past experience, your current role, and the direction you are moving toward now.
Really? Because honestly, that sounded so professional in my ears.
It absolutely did, and any manager would understand your story immediately because your answer was clear, personal, and confident.
I love that we learned all of this without using difficult grammar names or scary rules because those things always make me feel stressed.
You don't need complicated labels to speak naturally. The important thing is understanding the images and the feeling behind the sentences.
Right, the mirror, the old photo album, and the bridge. Those pictures make everything so much easier to remember.
Exactly. So let's do one final recap together before we finish.
Okay, I'm ready.
Am
The mirror. It shows who I am right now in the present moment.
was
The old photo album. It shows who I was before and the experiences from my past.
Have been.
The bridge. It connects my past to my present and shows my journey, my growth, and the things that have been continuing over time.
Perfect, Emily. You really mastered this today.
Honestly, I feel proud of myself because for the first time, English doesn't feel scary anymore.
Honestly, this lesson changed the way I think about English. And now speaking about myself feels exciting instead of stressful.
That makes me really happy to hear, Emily. And now we have a fun challenge for everyone listening today.
Ooh, I love challenges, especially when we can read people's comments and real stories afterward.
Exactly. So, everyone listening right now, open the comment section and tell us a little about yourself using the 3 simple steps we learned today.
Yes, don't overthink it and don't panic about grammar. Just 3 easy sentences about your life and your journey.
Then use was to talk about who you were before or something from your past that helped shape you.
And finally, use have been to show your growth, your progress, or something you have been doing over time.
I seriously can't wait to read everyone's stories because this is the best way to practice real English naturally.
Exactly. And it also helps you stop freezing when someone asks, "Tell me about yourself."
Yes, no more panic during interviews, no more blank mind, and no more fear when speaking English.
Because now you have the 3 powerful images in your mind: the mirror, the old photo album, and the bridge.
And honestly, those 3 images make grammar feel so simple and human.
That's why today's golden sentence is so important. English becomes easy when your story becomes clear.
I love that sentence so much that I want to write it on a sticky note and put it beside my mirror at home.
That is actually a perfect idea because every time you look at the mirror, you will remember your am identity.
Okay, now I'm curious. What are we learning in the next lesson?
I have a surprise planned for next time, but I'm not telling you yet.
Now I'm even more excited.
Before we finish, let's remind everyone of one last thing.
Right. If this lesson helped you, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like so more English learners can find these lessons too.
Exactly, because every like and comment helps the channel grow, and we have been working really hard to create lessons that feel simple and real.
Haha, did you hear that? You used have been naturally again.
See? Once you understand the feeling behind it, English starts flowing automatically.
That's true. So, everyone listening, don't be shy and share your story in the comments because your English journey matters too.
You can even write something simple like, "I was shy before, but now I am more confident, and I have been practicing English every day."
That honestly sounds beautiful and inspiring.
You did an amazing job today, Emily.
Thank you so much, Jack. I really feel more confident now, and I'm excited to keep practicing.
And to all our listeners, keep learning, keep growing, and keep painting clear pictures with your English.
We'll see you in the next lesson, everyone. Bye!
Goodbye, everyone. Take care and keep speaking English every day.